Shalom, YouTube. I have had a request. It's been like 3 months, so you can see how fast I am on these sort of things. I finally checked my message box for my channel, and that's where I found it. And a gentleman asked that I do a video on why women should be able to shoot, move, and communicate. And I'm not exactly sure of the context of why he wants me to do that. I don't know if he, maybe he's a police officer and he uses these skills every day in his job. Or if maybe he's a firefighter for the same reason. Or if he just sees danger and he worries about his wife. Because that's one thing I want to stress with all the women who are watching this channel who are married. Your husbands are concerned for your personal safety. That is one of those things that they are thinking about, even if they're not talking to you about it. So it could be in reference to that. He could just be thinking that his wife, needs to be more concerned with her own personal safety than he thinks she is. So the first thing he said was shoot. I'm really surprised that I'm even having to address that issue in the 21st century, in the century of Hillary Clinton running for president and feminists voicing their whatever, and marching and protesting and all that other stuff. I'm really, really surprised that I have to talk about shooting, because if you are a modern woman, and especially if you think of yourself as emancipated or independent or any of those words that you want to use, you should be able to shoot. And especially if you're on your own. If you are living by yourself somewhere. I don't care if you think you're in a high crime area or not. Because men in general prey on women. We are not as strong as they are. And we do not have the same mindset. Our mindset is the hive mindset, where we are constantly wanting to do things with other people in a group. And that's just the way we're made and built and everything, and I'm not making a judgment about it. But that's how we are. But men are not like that. They are solitary and they are predatory. And so in order for you to defend yourself, and I'm not saying that it's ever going to happen to you or you're going to bring anything on yourself, it just happens because that's what happens. You should be able to defend yourself. Okay, so let's say you know Taekwondo, or you think your kitchen knife is going to be used to defend you. You should know that without serious training, you're not equal to any man just simply physically overwhelming you. But if you have a firearm, you have an equalizer. You do not have to go close to a person to use that firearm to defend yourself, where if you have a kitchen knife, you have to be right next to that person who's more aggressive and stronger than you, and you think you're going to wrestle with him over that. It's not going to happen. Watch videos, study statistics, okay? So you should go out and learn to shoot. Now, having said that, so many women have bad experiences with men teaching them how to shoot. The man gives them some gun, it's too big, it's too loud, he doesn't properly show her how to shoot it or hold it, and then asks her to pull the trigger and laughs at her when she does, and it scares her to death. I'm not a proponent of that sort of teaching. You need to get real qualified teaching. I would say if you're a woman, try to find a woman instructor. If you can't find one in your area, like at a local gun store, then contact the NRA, because they have trained firearms instructors, and some of them are women. I'm not going to try to teach you over the internet, because it's got to be a hands-on, person-to-person thing. Just let me tell you that the gun is a piece of metal. It cannot get up and attack you, and you start there. So get instruction. Be a responsible adult. Be a modern woman. Make yourself equal. You want to be equal? Then this is one way to help yourself do that. The next thing is move. You will fool yourself. My husband has just done a video on this, and so has Southern Prepper 1. You are fooling yourself if you think in an emergency situation you're going to suddenly find superhuman strength to walk 10 miles, 20 miles, pick a car up off a person, whatever. You need to be in some kind of shape And you need to be moving regularly in order to be able to move when a time comes for you to do it. If all you do is sit around and drink pop and watch TV and you're overweight and you have high blood pressure and diabetes, you will not be able to do these things. The time to get yourself ready for emergencies is now. And I'm not saying you have to go join a gym or do things that make you uncomfortable. If you simply go out and walk a couple of miles a day, and I'm talking 2 to 3, 4 miles a day, that's not a lot, folks, because I've run a marathon. So I know it's not that far. If you do that on every day or every couple of days, just every other day, you will be in good enough shape that you can then walk 20 miles if you need to, if you have to. And same thing with your strength. If you're not lifting or pushing or whatever every day, you have no strength. If you think I'm joking, walk up to some fit 25-year-old male and say, let's arm wrestle and see who wins. He's going to win anyway, but you're not even going to give him a fight. You can walk up to me and ask me, a 55-year-old woman, to arm wrestle with you, other woman, and I bet you I'll whoop you. Because I get out here and I do physical stuff every single day that requires strength. So you should be able to move. You should be able to walk, run. You know, if a tornado's coming and your car's not running, you need to get out of the way of that thing, okay? And the last thing is communicate. And again, I'm assuming this person means beyond just talking to you on a phone or something. I'm assuming his communicate means you need to know how radios work. And I agree with that, not so much in that you're going to use that on a daily basis, but in an emergency situation, somebody needs to be communicating information to the first responders and the National Guardsmen who are going to be coming to help with that emergency. And yes, the police and the firefighters and everything have that stuff, but what if they're wounded? What if they're, you know, in a truck and they get out to help somebody and then something happens and the radio is there, but they're not able to use it? It's not that hard, and I'm talking basic communications now. You want to give information. Okay, you want to be able to tell where you are, what the situation is, what's going on around you. And when you get on a radio, you say in this order, you, hello, is this whatever 911? This is me. I'm whatever your name is, Sister Kate. I'm at whatever location you're at, you know, what highway, what house number, you know, if you're at a Walmart. I'm at the Walmart at 10th and, you know, Broadway Street, and we have a situation here where we have 3 armed people who've entered the Walmart, and I hear shots fired and whatever it is, it's a very simple thing and it's nothing to be afraid of. You, this is me. And then give information, and that is very important. And you can do that on your cell phone too. You can call up, you know, FAA, hey, FAA, this is Sister Kate. We've had an airplane crash somewhere off to the west of my location. I'm at blah, 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 blah. It happened 10 minutes ago. I see a column of smoke. That's just basic information. It's not scary. This is something anybody can do. So do not be afraid of doing any of these things, including shooting, including moving. Like I said, I ran a marathon. Now, I was 20 years younger, but I did it. And people, if you go online and look for, you know, inspirational videos or whatever, people get up and start moving in all phases of life. There was a 93-year-old woman jogging in California who was in the news probably about 10 years ago. She started jogging when she was 90. So you can do these things. Do not be afraid, and know that there are women out here, lots of us, who do these things. All right, bless you. I hope this helped you. I hope this is what you wanted. All right, shalom.